A lot of money-worthy athletes out there that deserve to get paid, white and black, basketball, football, soccer, all of that. But let's call a spade, man. White athletes have other outlets to get money, whether it's they come from money or money's being passed down, or they can be a doctor or a lawyer or something like that, right? Majority of Caucasian students are definitely not coming from the hood. The only thing they're good at is sports. It's just a different playing field, right? And as far as like the black athletes, usually, not all the time, it's not 100%, and it's not 100% on the Caucasian side either, but we just talking about majority, right? Coming from poverty-stricken, one-family homes, having to deal with certain things that the Caucasian people don't. And, when I say this, I'm speaking from the heart. I'm just not talking like this is something that is big. And DABO SWEENEY, he doesn't want to, join in on paying the athletes and using the transfer portal and things like that. My thoughts is it's probably because he don't want to see young black athletes get paid to play. Deep down inside, and this is not all. So don't take it like, oh, I'm saying something discriminatory or racist or something like that. But deep down inside, usually it's white folks that, on the surface, they love, brown, black, minority, but deep down inside, they don't. And that's because of certain genes and traits that people of color come with versus those same traits that people of not color come with, Melanated skin has different genes than melanated skin. So we got to think like DABO SWEENEY. He don't want to join in on paying the athletes because he's going to have to pay majority of the black athletes. Not to say there's not white athletes that deserve to get paid or they're not good enough, but if you look on the playing field, basketball teams, football teams, the players are majority not Caucasian. And that's the problem with what's going on out there, because for us, the brown-skinned people, black people, sometimes there's no other way. That's why we resort to running in the streets, because we don't come from the suburbs. And we didn't have a spoon in our mouth growing up. And, a lot of the Caucasians, they didn't sleep 5 people in one bed and lost their mother and their father by the time they was 11 and had to go live with grandma, and grandma don't have nothing. And things like that. Is like the circumstances that we're given is not the same circumstances. So when it comes to like football, colleges, NFL, coaches, it's like DABO SWEENEY, he probably don't want to join the transfer portal because, right, really, let's be realistic. How many white DBs could tell you more than Deion Sanders? 0. So it's like the Caucasian coaches, they like a thing of the past. It's like back in the day, they had to have Caucasian coaches because, they suppressed the brown people, the black people, stuff like that. But now, where it's more equality, even though they still suppress us in other ways, it's like we don't resonate with what they teaching because they not teaching us how we're able to learn. You feel me? Deion, black coaches, like we could resonate with Mike Tomlin. We could resonate with Deion. Why you think now you got Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp running ESPN? It's because we could resonate with that. They come from places we came from, HBCUs and things like that. Like, they talking what we know. They using the lingo that we know. We don't know what them other folks talking about, you feel me? And this is the problem, like, truth be told, what can that white coach really teach that black athlete about playing that position versus maybe he can teach him something about life, but everybody that has been through something in life could teach somebody else something about life. So you want to play for the white coach who might resent you because you beating out his star white athlete, or you want to play for your black coach who is really putting everything on an even playing field, and he knows as well as anybody else you got to be the best man out there to play, not just putting players out there just because. Because when you come from the brown and black background, you always have to work harder. So just imagine how people like Deion Sanders or Renee Thompson or Stephon Diggs have to play to beat out the person who they above. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. There's some white athletes out there that go crazy, dog nuts crazy. So don't take it like I'm throwing shots at people. I'm not. I'm simply stating that it's a difference between a white athlete and a black athlete, because majority of Caucasian people have plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Majority of minorities only have one plan: sports or rap or hustle or whatever is happening in the streets. So there's certain reasons why people do certain things, and there's certain reasons why people ain't getting attached to what's going on out here, because they are afraid of change and they're not ready for change. They think in their brain that they want everything to continue happening how it's happening, when really that's not what's happening. So this your boy cheekofue, and this is my input on DABO, SWEENEY, college football, the NCAA,